guys, we're back. We are here today putting on this part right here, which is a door catch for this Toyota Highlander. To do that, we have to take this door panel off. We're going to do that. Now the reason we're doing it, I don't know if you heard that right there, is when you put the window down with the door closed, it makes a loud popping noise. If the door is open, oops, if the door is open, then it doesn't. So it's catching on that door catch, which makes the door where it doesn't open all the way up. So we'll pop this little panel off here. We need our basic tools. You're going to need a screwdriver, a Phillips head. You're going to need some kind of interior tool, which I recommend buying. You can do it with a screwdriver, but the interior tool will keep the plastics from getting torn or bent, or ripped I should say. We'll speed this part up. We can take these 4 screws out behind this panel. You will need a long screwdriver because this bottom one and the top one here are in there pretty deep. Now mine's a little too long, but it'll work. So then there's a plastic tab here behind the door handle. You just kind of get your tool and push it out, and it will pop out. And there it goes. Set it to the side. You'll need it put back on later, of course. And that's the Phillips head as well. And then you just take your interior tool, or spoon, or whatever you want to call it, and you kind of go around the outside edges here. That's all the screws in. This is right there in the middle. You just kind of pull it away and pop. Now you want to make sure you're not putting too much pressure to break anything, but enough to actually pull it away. Then it'll just kind of lift out of the way. Now this little triangle plastic piece, you'll want to pop it out up top where your mirror bolts in. Yeah, just kind of throw it out of the way there. Now the door handle itself, the door panel itself, there's an electrical connector for the switches, and then at the bottom there's one for the light on the door. You'll just pop them out, and you'll kind of see where you just kind of squeeze the tab and open it. And leave your handle and locks connected. You can kind of just set your door panel out of the way. There's enough slack that it won't pull on it. Now this speaker, you can use a Phillips, or it's also a 10mm. So we're going to use 10mm on the ratchet here. We'll speed this up too. Now I was kind of surprised, this JBL system, the speakers be bigger. They are 6x9s. So you just disconnect the top there, the electrical, just kind of a tab system again, and this one kind of just pops out. But look, there's pretty much no magnet on that thing. I was expecting something more premium. After that, you could reach in the hole there and you could touch this catch that you're replacing. So go ahead and pop the bolts loose. Oh, gonna need an extension to get in there. Then after loose, you can go ahead and take them all out. And these are 10mm bolts. This one's a little tight here. We'll speed this up too. That's a bolt, and on the other side they actually have nuts right this second. Kind of pop them out of the way. Then you just push it through. And there it is. Now we'll compare the new one to the old one. It does look a little different. I'll show you guys. And I'm going to get this plastic thing off. You can kind of see where the rubber's worn and there's pieces of it here where it's been hitting. Alright, here's the new one compared to the old one. The old one has this metal thing around it, and there's bolts coming out of it. They're fixed in there, and the nuts go on it. This new one has the other way around. You put bolts into it. So I went and found some. So let's get them out. We'll slide it in. The little plastic thing does not go on this one, so it's a different design. I did make sure everything, marked everything, make sure everything fit. So we'll do it in reverse. We'll put it in the hole there, get it all lined up. I would suggest getting the one that goes to the actual body of the car, getting that bolt in first, and then putting your bolts in that go in the door. And just put some Loctite on there. Yep, looks to be fine. Now we're going to go ahead and get this speaker put back in there. They work fine. If they didn't work fine, this would be a good time to go ahead and replace this. Connect your electrical connector. Then go ahead and line up the holes. And we'll zip this down. Alright, now we'll get our panel ready. Go ahead and get our electrical connectors hooked back up for the window switch. Then also the light here on the bottom. Alright, then we need to make sure all the little plastic tabs are lined up in all the holes here. And after they're lined up, you kind of get it with a tap. Just kind of pop them in. Make sure they're lined up. You don't want to break or bend anything. And here, just kind of snap in. And that's it. So after all that's snapped in and everything, now you'll take, let's check this window first. No noise at all. So now you'll take and put all your screws back in. So you got the 4 on the door handle and the 1 behind the door handle itself. So we'll pop this little plastic trim piece back on here. Same thing again, line the plastic pieces up, pop it in. We'll start with the one behind the door handle. Just put that back in there. We'll get the ones on the pull handle, I guess we can call this one. There's the 4 there. The 2 deeper ones and then the 2 shallow ones on top there. Speed this up a little bit. Pop your little plastic door trim back in that goes behind the door handle, opening handle. Then after you get all 4 of these back in, we'll put our grab handle cover back on. And just line it up and pop it in. Alright, here's the O piece, guys. You can see this rubber piece here is just worn out. And then what it would do is allow this door catch to move around. And it would catch when the window came down. Boom, you could hear it there. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share it. See you next time.